Hopefully it does. I'm gonna wait. See. Not in the darkness, but in steel, probably. Yeah, my internet decided to crap out on me. Yeah, my internet thought it would be a great idea to just go offline all of a sudden. Yay, my internet. Yeah, let's hope that my internet doesn't just kaput all of a sudden. Yeah, I gotta love the internet. I'd sell for an internet that would actually work all the time, but what can you do? Let's see if I can figure out a... Yeah, there we go. There we go. And not that. Why is my music not playing right now? No, no, not that. Next, please. No, not into darkness. There we go. Eesh. I demand music. I'm getting better with the shapes, yeah. Get a lot better with being able to manipulate the shapes to do what I want it to do. Meow, meow. So let's see here. I need you to do things and stuff. No, I don't want that. That continues the shape this way a little bit. Yeah. We do this down this way. But yeah, that's the front archway I'm trying to make right now. Okay, something like that. We will continue that way. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I need to change that differently here. I need to go a little bit sharper that direction, so I'll remove that. That. And I need you to do this instead. No, not that. This. A little bit. No, that's not gonna work. Maybe this. That's way too sharp. Oh. Maybe do this instead. No. Trying to get to go around this shape right here, this block. And get it to, rather than just continuing forward this direction. Would be the simple option, but I don't, it doesn't look like it's going to go sharp enough. What can we do about that? Can't do that. See what kind of angles I have. Feel like I have to have like a transitional. That kind of works, but that goes too sharp. It makes the angle go that direction instead. Just want it to be slightly more straight, not completely straight. I don't want to go 90 degrees. May have to go 90 degrees. Just complete the bottom part of this then, because it's going the direction I want it to go. The top part is not. So. There we go. Yeah. Might have to just say screw it and go like this. Do something. Might do something completely different instead. Because my hope is I want to make this entire hangar completely enclosed to where none of it is a part of the outer hull. That's what I'm trying to do. If I do this instead. I'll try something. I'm gonna try putting a spacer in there. A bunch of blocks that kind of continue those angles out a little bit further out, kind of like this, or like 2 blocks. Like this. Yeah. And then go back to that angle again. That should get this to be enclosed. Like that. There we go. That worked. This is the combat ship. We don't want a ton of open area. There we go. Also will allow me to kind of make like a couple of rooms right in here that are storage. There we go. That got us around that. There we go. I'll do something like not like that. Like this. Yeah, there we go. Adding blocks. There we go. That looks fine. Okay, so top part I need to fill in and figure out what's going to be right on top of this. We can go back a ways. Could put windows right there if I wanted to. Don't exactly want to, but I could. Probably gonna have to make a massive engine room. Just to make this kind of a ship make sense. Because something this big would, and with this many turrets, would have to have a massive engine room. We have to fill in that area a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to focus on the top part of the ship for a while, and then we'll move our attention to the bottom part of the ship. Because once I have figured out all the top decks, then we can figure out the bottom, so on and so forth. Now, as I'm building this thing, the more I look at it, the more I feel like there's going to have to be some sort of a gap Oh wow, we actually have 1,000 blocks on our hands. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so what I mean by a gap, I mean if you've ever seen Star Wars, the Star Destroyers, they have that. They have it almost like a giant clamshell when it comes to the top and bottom of the armor plates on the ships. It's kind of like if I were to take this entire spot right here and recessed it in. We're probably going to have to do something similar to that back here. Kind of clamshell it back here so that we can put things like engines and hatches to get into the ship from the outside. Especially when we're having the engines back here, we're going to have to do something similar to that. We'll have to find a spot where we can begin that kind of clamshell process. Probably right here. We'll kind of like continue this line right here back. And that's where we'll put things like, you know, thrusters and stuff like that. Okay. We have to probably start making lines up to here. Kind of outline that out. Now the ship right now, though. How many different compartments this thing is gonna have is ridiculous. Sweet, yep. Like I said, this thing is gonna be huge. Right now it says it's a class 3. Now I'm thinking class 3 probably means not dimensions, but how many blocks are currently involved. So this thing could easily find ourselves being a tier 5, a class 5 or a class 6 ship. Which would be perfect because the battle cruiser we're going to eventually make is going to be a class 10. It's going to be a class 10 ship. So if this thing is like a halfway point, that's perfectly fine with me. Okay. Yeah. Continue this. Ramya. I don't plan on having this ship be all smooth surfaces, but I do want the angles to be in spots where it would make sense to have armored plating. There we go. The reclaimer is going to look such a leaf when it's finished. Yeah, that's the reclaimer. This thing is going to look so much bigger than that thing. And what I know so far is that we're definitely going to limit the amount of times we land this thing, because in order to have this thing land and take off, we're going to have so many thrusters just to get it off the ground that we're probably going to have to burn a lot of fuel just to make that happen. So yeah, about that. We're gonna have to just kind of not even bother with that. I'm gonna do this right here. And we'll do something like this, maybe? Forget about the hangar here. There we go. The hangar entrance. In fact, probably for the majority of us having this thing, it's probably just going to be parked by the space station looking pretty. Because right now, we have really no use for a destroyer with this many guns, unless we come across giant ships in the future. This is a design for the future. This is a design for if we find ourselves later on in the game running into a lot of things like, you know, battleships docked in space or space stations that have a ton of guns on them or stuff like that. That's what this thing's for. This is a ship for heavy combat, need lots of guns kind of situations. This is for get in, take out a point of interest, get out. That's what that one's for. That's why it's called the Reclaimer. Supposed to go and reclaim materials for uses for other things. Yeah. Also, before you got here, we're going to redesign the space station. The space station as we have it right now, I mean, we have so much unused space on this thing. And also, I'm going to design it so that it's a little bit easier to